proud mama of 3 babies, and her recent baby was born only 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, proud of it.
And so we are going to test her for diastasis recti, which is when the abdominal wall has separated during pregnancy, and we're going to see where she's at postpartum. So before you do this, before you come down, I'd like you to roll onto your side and then kind of crawl down. We call it like the sex carriage. So crawl down slow. Oh, there she is. And then roll onto her back. Now, why is that important? So if you think you have diastasis, you want to treat it as if you're still pregnant. So you don't want to kind of just go straight onto the floor like that or straight up, because that's going to put pressure. And our whole thing here is that we're trying to reduce that excess pressure. So again, sex kitten styles, on your side, roll down. Yeah, exactly. And then on your way back up, you come onto your side. So can you see okay here?
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. So what we're going to have you do is just lift up your shirt a little bit here by your ribs. Good, and we're just gonna roll your pins down to around your pelvic bones. Perfect. You are such an amazing lady. She's like, I just gave birth. Here's my tummy. I love it. And you look amazing. You look absolutely fantastic. So
it is what it is.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my 3 fingers, and you can do this if you're following along at home. You can do the same thing. So I'm gonna take my 3 fingers and I'm gonna start to palpate or press right up at her sternum, and I'm gonna start to push down gently into the linea alba, which is the midline of her 6-pack muscle. And as I get closer to the navel, I start to be able to push my fingers in a bit more deeply, which is perfectly normal. And so what I'm noticing is that right in your belly button, which is the most common place, if you think about a pregnant belly, you stretch the most just from your belly button down. Oh, there she is. And so we're gonna start testing you right here. So I'm just gonna put my fingers right above the belly button. And Christine, I'm just gonna ask you to slowly curl your chest into there. Now pause there. So I can feel like I can sink my fingers in, and I've got about 3 fingers in there, and come back down, okay? So I'm gonna get a little bit lower. So I'm pushing fairly hard, would you say? Like I'm not just a little, I'm pushing right in there.
And is this something that I could do myself?
You can, and I'll show you how to do that in a sec. So I'm just gonna now get you to continue. So I've moved my fingers a little bit farther down. Okay, so you can get a little closer if you'd like. I don't know if you can see. Perfect. So you can see the little valley in here. I'm pulling it apart right there. Okay, so there is a bit of, I can sink my fingers in, so we're lacking a bit of tension here, and then there's a little bit of separation. Okay, I don't want to make you hold that for too long. So there is, you have a bit of a diastasis here. Now remembering that it's not always about how many fingers. So there I could fit, I would say maybe 3.5 fingers in between. What I was testing to see your abdominal wall, how far apart was it? So her abdominal wall is, probably about that far apart, and we can do some exercises to help bring that back closer together and get you a little bit more tension as well. So I don't want to be able to sink my fingers in very far. So it's all stuff that we can remedy, and I'll show you how to do that. Awesome. Let's go take care of the baby. On your side. Sex kitten. Okay.